Good day, everyone. I'm Hershey and now let's talk about this topic, stylistics and discourse analysis. Let us start with question number 1. Which of the following best defines the term syntax? A. Arrangement of words in a sentence. B. Meaning of words. C. Sound pattern of speech. Or D. Figurative language. So the correct answer is A. Arrangement of words in a sentence. So let's talk about what syntax really means. When we say syntax, we are talking about how words are arranged to form a sentence. It is basically the structure or the order of words. Now let's go over why the other choices do not fit. Letter B, meaning of words. This sounds close, but it is actually the definition of semantics, not syntax. Semantics is all about meaning and not structure. Letter C, sound pattern of speech. That one is related to phonology. It deals with how we pronounce words, stress, or intonation. So again, it is not sentence structure. And lastly, letter D, figurative language. This has to do with creative expressions like metaphors or similes. It is more about style or literary techniques and not grammar rules. Question number 2. Which conversational feature involves one person speaking while the other listens, ensuring orderly communication? A. Overlap. B. Turn-taking. C. Back-channeling. Or D. Topic shift. The correct answer is B. Turn-taking. Turn-taking is the way speakers manage who talks and when during a conversation. It helps keep communication smooth and respectful by avoiding interruptions and giving everyone a chance to speak. Why the other choices are incorrect? Overlap happens when two people speak at the same time, which can cause confusion. Back-channeling is when a listener gives small responses like yes or I see while someone else is talking. Topic shift means changing the subject, not managing the turns in a conversation. Question number 3. What type of speech act is used when someone says, I apologize for being late? A. Directive. B. Assertive. C. Commissive. Or D. Expressive. So the correct answer is D. Expressive. When someone says, I apologize for being late, they are expressing their feelings or emotions. In this case, they regret for causing inconvenience or being disrespectful to others' time. That is why it is an expressive speech act. Why the other choices are incorrect? Directive. This is used to get someone to do something like a request or command. Assertive. This states a fact or belief. And lastly, commissive. This commits the speaker to a future action. Question number 4. Which of the following best identifies an author's idiolect? A. Grammatical structure of their writing. B. The use of figurative devices. C. Their habitual vocabulary and expressions. Or D. Their preferred literary genre. The correct answer is C. Their habitual vocabulary and expressions. The keyword here is idiolect. When we say idiolect, it is a term that refers to a person's unique way of speaking or writing. So an author's idiolect refers to their unique way of using language. That is why C is the best answer. Why the other options are incorrect? Grammatical structure is more about general rules than individual language habits. Figurative devices are common tools that writers use but do not define their personal language style. And lastly, the literary genre. Genre is about the type of writing, not how they personally express themselves. Question number 5. What type of cohesive device is used in the sentence below to avoid repetition? Maria loves reading books. She visits the library every week. A. Reference, B. Conjunction, C. Ellipsis, or D. Substitution. The correct answer is A. Reference. As we notice in the sentence, Maria loves reading books. She visits the library every week. The word she refers back to Maria. That is an example of reference which helps keep the sentence clear and avoids repeating Maria again. Why the other choices are incorrect? B. Conjunction joins the two ideas like and, but, or because. C. Ellipsis leaves out repeated words when the meaning is still clear. And lastly, substitution replaces a word or phrase with another. Question number 6. Which type of cohesive device involves omitting parts of a sentence while keeping the meaning clear? A. Ellipsis, B. Substitution, C. Reference, or D. Conjunction. The correct answer is A. Ellipsis. Ellipsis is a cohesive device where part of a sentence is left out because it is understood from the context. Now, why are the other options are incorrect? Just like what I have said in item 5, substitution means replacing a word or phrase with another. Reference uses words like he, she, or pronouns, or this to point back to something already mentioned. Conjunction connects ideas using words like and, but, or because. Question number 7. Which of the following is not a suprasegmental feature in speech? A. Intonation, B. Stress, C. Voicing, or D. Rhythm. The correct answer is C. Voicing. Let us first define the suprasegmental features. These are the aspects of speech that go beyond individual sounds. They include things like intonation, stress, and rhythm, which affect the melody and flow of speech. Voicing, on the other hand, is not a suprasegmental. It refers to whether the vocal cords vibrate when producing a particular sound. Why the other choices are incorrect? Intonation is the rise and fall of pitch in speech. Stress is the emphasis placed on certain syllables or words. And lastly, rhythm is the pattern of beats or time in speech. Question number 8. Which term refers to a text that can be interpreted in multiple ways due to unclear meaning? A. Redundant, B. Explicit, C. Coherent, or D. Ambiguous. The correct answer is D. Ambiguous. When a text is ambiguous, its meaning is not clear and can be understood in different ways, which can cause confusion. Why the other options are incorrect? Redundant means unnecessary repetition. Explicit means clearly stated. And lastly, coherent means clear and logically connected. Question number 9. Which literary technique is used when writers make certain parts of their text stand out through language use? A. Alliteration, B. Euphemism, C. Foregrounding, or D. Juxtaposition. The correct answer is C. Foregrounding. Foregrounding is a technique used by writers to make certain parts of their text stand out. They do this by using creative or unusual language which grabs the reader's attention and highlights key ideas or emotion in the text. Now let's go over why the other options are not the best answer. When we say alliteration, it is the repetition of the same beginning sounds in words. Euphemism is when we use a softer or more polite word instead of something direct or unpleasant. And juxtaposition means placing two different ideas side by side to show contrast, not to highlight one specific part. Question number 10. Which branch of stylistics focuses on analyzing frequency and patterns of language elements in a text to assess its authenticity? A. Feminist stylistics, B. Corpus stylistics, C. Pedagogical stylistics, or D. Discourse stylistics? The correct answer is B. Corpus stylistics. Corpus stylistics is all about studying how often certain elements appear in a text. As for the other options, feminist stylistics looks into how gender influences writing. Pedagogical stylistics is used in teaching to help students analyze text and better understand language and literature. And lastly, discourse stylistics focuses on how language works across longer texts. And that would be all for this subject, stylistics and discourse analysis.